Good morning, students. Today I am coming with a new lesson that is lesson number 15, and where I am going to uh, answer you these MCQ questions firstly, and then after the hot questions answer I am going to give you, and after that a little bit about this lesson I will discuss with you. So actually this lesson is you see, you can open page number 156. Page number 156. So in this lesson, wind, storm, and cyclone. So what is wind? Actually, this is a subject from, this is one lesson, not subject. This is one lesson from the environmental science. That means about the environment we are going to discuss here, because wind, storm, cyclone, everything, it is on the basis of environment. So this firstly wind. So little bit I want to explain wind. So what is wind? All of you know that wind means moving air. So in our surrounding there is air. All of you know that. So this air, when moves at that time, we feel it, and that is we call the wind. So depending upon the speed of the movement of the air, it may be wind, it may be storm, it may be cyclone, like this. Different types of things. Breeze, sometimes it is said a breeze also. So it depends upon how fast the wind is moving. I think you understood. So this, first of all, we have to know that why this wind blows. That means when the generally air is stagnant in one place, but why it is moving from one place to another place? Yes, air is a gas. All of you know air is a gas. So definitely the molecules of the gas are not they are not bound closely, not bound so tightly. So definitely they have the possibility of movement. They are moving. Yes, it is correct, but not so much moving. Just within a room or within a particular space, it may move. But due to some reason, it is moving a long distance. That means from Moran it is moving to Dibrugarh. From Dibrugarh it is moving to Jorhat. Like this, long distances, or more than that also sometimes it is moving. So what is the reason? This is not because of the free movement of the molecules of the air. Okay, it is because of some factors. So what are that factors? So very common and the main factor of this reason is the difference in the temperature. Okay, so when there is a difference in between the temperatures of two regions, let Dibrugarh temperature is 25 degrees Celsius and Moranhat temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. So then what will happen? The wind will move. Why it will move? Because where the temperature is more, so there the air also become hot, and hot air moves up. It will go up, and to fill up the gap from the nearby, the cool air will come. That means the air which is having the less temperature, they will come to that place. I think you understood. So temperature is the main factor which makes the air to move. That means wind blows due to temperature. Secondly, change in pressure. So you know there is the atmospheric pressure. That means air is giving pressure upon every object. So air has a pressure. So this pressure, due to some reason, sometimes decreases or sometimes increases. Okay. So when the pressure decreases in a particular place, so then what will happen? The density of the air will less. I think you understand. Density means what? In a place, how many air molecules are there? That is the density. Let in this room, how many air is there? How many air molecules are there? That is this room's density of air. So if the density decreases, that means in this room, just for example, I'm telling you 100 molecules of air is there. Okay. So if it becomes 50, that means density is less. So density is less means the pressure will be less. Okay. So when there will be there's a difference between the pressures of two regions. One region pressure is more, one region pressure is less. Then from the high pressure zone to the low pressure zone, the wind will blow. So that is also another reason of the movement of the air. Next, the rotation and revolution of the earth. So earth is moving like this. All of you know that, rotating like this. and revolving around the sun. So due to this movement, also air blows. As for example, you see one fan is there. So when the fan is off, there is no blowing of air. But when you on the fan, then what happens? When the fan runs like this, then the nearby air moves, and that is why that wind we are getting. So same thing happens in case of Earth also. So when the Earth is moving, at that time the air also moves along with the Earth. So that is also another movement of the another reason of the movement of the air, that means the wind. Again, you know, the altitude and latitude. So that means on Earth, those places which are higher, which are less, so that places have some difference in their pressure, air pressure. So due to this difference also, sometimes air may blow. Again, the altitude, latitude means from the center, means from the middle region of the Earth, from the middle region of the Earth till the polar region. So that distance, we are saying them as the latitude. So as the latitude increases, okay, that means when the place goes from the center to the polar regions, from the middle of the Earth to the polar regions. So then also there is a difference in the temperatures, and due to this difference in temperatures also the air blows. So these are so many reasons there, so many things are there due to which the air blows. So that is called the wind. Then after it is saying about the air pressure. So already I told you the pressure exerted by the air. Then some characteristics of the wind it is mentioned, the direction and speed. Okay, so wind blows, in which direction the wind will blow, and speed, at what speed the wind will blow. So that are the characters of the wind. And to measure them, measure the this direction and the speed of the wind, also some devices are used, like for determining the direction, the device it is wind van. So in page number 158, you see, you will get that. Then again, for determining the speed of the wind, one device is used, that is the anemometer. So that also you remember the name. Then after wind and lift. So when the wind is very high at that time, means their strength is very high. So then they can lift something, they can pull it up something during storm, or during the cyclone, or during the thunderstorm. It may happen. Okay. Then about the monsoon wind, it is given. So monsoon wind means during winter or during summer, some winds are blowing in our India. So because our India is a region where three sides are covered by ocean, and one side is covered by land. So land and ocean, there is a difference in the temperature. So due to this difference of the temperature, the wind blows. So that during summer, the wind blows from the sea region, water region, to the land. From the west south, it is blowing to the east north. So it is the summer monsoon. And during this winter, from this land part, that means from this northeastern region, it blows to the southwestern region. So that is the winter monsoon. Okay, so this type of monsoons it is there in India. Then about cyclone, it is given. Cyclone means actually the storm that occurs within the ocean. You may think like this. And that is when the cyclic wind blows in a cyclic way over the ocean, then the water also it is blowing like this. So you see one bucket is there, water is there. You are just stirring the water. Then what will happen? The water will come out from the bucket. So same thing happens there. In the ocean, you think ocean is a big container of water. So if the whole water it rotates like this, then what will happen? The water will come out and will make the nearby areas flooded. So that is cyclone. So what type of damages can be caused by the cyclone? It is mentioned here. Then tornado is there. Tornado means it is also one cyclic wind, but it does not. It occurs in the land region. In the water, over water when it is occurring, then it is cyclone, and over land when it is occurring, then it is called the tornado. So this tornado and cyclone, it is not common in our India. Cyclone sometimes happens nearing the coastal areas where the ocean is there. In that places, cyclone may happen. But this tornado, it is not common in our India. In some other places, we will get it. So tornado is also called as a twister. So then some safety measures during cyclone or during tornado, what have to do? These are the natural disasters. So what should be done during this type of disaster? So it is mentioned here in page number 161. You will read, I think you will understand. So this is the means a rough explanation of the lesson. So I have explained roughly. You will read the lesson. Then other problems you will get. If you get, you tell me. I will try to explain you. Okay. I have not explained this lesson thoroughly. Just roughly I have explained, because not so difficult is this lesson is. So therefore, now I am going to answer this questions and page number 163 MCQ. At first I am going to give you. So I am opening the board. Wait. Okay, so this board I have opened. All of you open your copy. On the copy you will write. So this lesson 15, and today's date is 11, no? 11, 9. So this type A, firstly, type A, number 1. So that is, you will do one thing, as I last time also I told you. So on your book, you just stick with a pencil, and that's what I am writing on the board. These things you write on your copy. Okay, when the school will reopen, I will check your copy. A, weather. Number 2, these are the type A answers. You write. Okay, so I think you have written. So then number 2, sorry, number B, type B, not number B. Type B, number 1, that is I. Number 2, that is speed. Speed. Number 3, that is cone. Number 4, typhoon. 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 And number 5 is also I. Then type C. Type C, number 1 is true. Number 2, false. Number 3, false. 4 through number 5. Did you write? So then these questions type D and type E that are not so difficult questions. Now HOTS, I want to give you the HOTS. Why cannot a human being fly using air currents? So, human beings not fly using air currents. Because the following reasons. Sorry. Reasons. Number A, they have no number B. These are the reasons. Write down. Then number 2 I'm writing. Answer is over. You write down. I think you have finished. Then number 3. So this is the answer. Okay. So what we have discussed, again, I'm from the beginning, I'm showing you. Firstly, this lesson 15, type A, number 1, a weather vane. Number 2, from lower height to greater height. Number 3, hot and humid regions. Number 4, sea to land. And number 5, twister. Then type B, number 1, eye. Number 2, speed. Number 3, cone. Number 4, typhoon. And number 5, eye. So type C, number 1, true. Number 2, false. Number 3, false. Number 4, true. And number 5, true. Then HOTS, number 1, human beings cannot fly using air currents because of the following reasons. Number 1, number A, they have no feather and wings. Number B, their bones are not hollow. Number C, they have a greater body weight. Okay. And mass also, you can body weight or mass. This also you can write. Then number 2, during a cyclone, the coastal areas become flooded. We know that water is a good conductor of electricity. If any current carrying conductor comes in contact with the water, then it may cause electric shock to several people. So electrical devices should be switched off and unplugged during cyclone. Then number 3, for the formation of cyclones, a huge surface of water is required. It is possible only over a ocean or sea, not over land. So cyclones are not produced on land. So these are the answers. So I hope all of you have written. And this explanation also I have done in this lesson. So from my side, this lesson is over. I have completed this lesson. And in my next class, I will do this last lesson of this half-yearly syllabus, that is lesson number 18. Okay, 15 we have done, then one lesson left, that is lesson number 18, our lifeline. So that lesson I will complete in my next class. So you will read the list, read the lessons, try to answer the other questions, type D, type E, type F questions I have left for you. And in this lesson, I did not see any question which are complex. I hope you can answer these questions. That is why I did not answer any other question. But then also, if you tell me in future, in my next class, if you tell me that this question I have doubt, this question I have doubt, then I will answer your questions. Okay, no problem. You don't be worried about that. You don't think that Sir will not give us the answers. No, I will give you. But I have to see that whether you are telling simply or you have said from your, really you have problem there, because but after reading the question, I can understand whether you can answer it or you cannot, because most of the questions answers are in the lesson only. If you read the lesson thoroughly, then you can answer. I have noticed that some students, most of the students, not some. Okay, I'm sorry to say, but it is correct. So most of the students, you do not read the lesson properly. You just opening the lesson and trying to answer the questions. You did not read the lesson. It is very bad habit. I'm telling you from my side. So you have to read the lesson, because this is written in English only. You can understand nicely. It is not written in other languages. It is not written in those languages which you are not able to understand. It is in English only. So you can understand, but you have to read for that. If you read, then only you will understand. Now, if you don't read, how will you understand? So you read the lesson before answering the questions. Always read the lesson. I know some of you have that. You are doing that. You are very serious. You are doing that. Some of you, but most of you are not doing. Most of you are always need the ready-made answers. So it is not fair, my dear students. You remember it. It is not good. It will harm you. So read the lesson thoroughly. Try to answer the questions. After that, also, if you cannot, I am there. I will help you. Okay. So till then, take care. Have a good day.